Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited because one of my favorite little indie games has finally come to the Nintendo Switch and I wanted to try it out. I have played this game before on my channel and shared it a long time ago when it was on PC. Personally, I think that this game is way better on console than on the PC just because you can take it with you, and also the controls feel a little bit more natural to me. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to playing the Switch, it just feels more natural to me. If I haven't mentioned it already, this game is called Townscaper. You start off just kind of like this, out in the middle of nowhere. The first time you play, you get a little bit of building. You can see here where my cursor is. This is our building space, and we're just gonna start off simply placing an item here. And the first thing that we get built is our roadway. This game is super chill, super cozy, and I just love it, and I wanted to share it again. I wanted to try it again since now it's on the Switch. And you know, it's just one of those games, you want to play a game, but you don't want to think. And I would even say, you know, Animal Crossing is kind of like that, where you can just, you know, have some ambient play. But this is a whole different level of ambient gameplay, and you just can let your imagination run wild. Whatever you want to build, it can be just a little simple ocean town. You can build a castle, however you want to see it. We also have different colors, which we control with our D-pad. One of the things I wanted to try out was if I chose a different color, would that give me different roadways? I hadn't noticed that yet, but no, it does not. So it looks like the roadways are always going to be red. The buildings that we build will be in blue. So we can just maybe pop over on top here, and we have a blue building, and we can keep going up and up and up. So it seems pretty endless. I wonder how far I can go. I'm still going. I don't know if there's ever a stop. It looks like it just continues to go. Okay, so the possibilities here are pretty endless. And you can just build however you want. I'm gonna remove these now. To do that, just the B button will remove everything. Also, check out the shadow that this is creating in the water. There's a really cool menu. Since we have something that's casting a shadow, I guess I can show you that. With the plus button, it unlocks this amazing simple menu, and over here is where you control the lighting. So you can make this look however you want just by moving the sun. So we can have nighttime where all the lights turn on, just change the orientation of the sun. It's really cool. It's really cool to be able to control how the light reflects in your game. You can take screenshots from here as well as on your console. You don't have to do it from here. But I'm gonna remove now my giant tower just by pressing the B button, making it look a little bit more towny. One of my favorite things to do in this game is to create enclosed gardens. So to do that, all you need to do is create a wall completely around the area, which will then create this enclosed garden area. I also really like this feature of creating walkways on top just by, you know, trial and error. The way things interact with each other will give you different building styles or different build styles. I think I'm going to turn the lights on a little bit brighter, make it more daytime so we can see the greenery. Very nice, beautiful. All these bright colors. I also really like having these little pieces of the building jet out. And just to build, you just put your cursor on whichever wall you want to build out from. You could basically build all around off of the ocean, off of the main structure. You probably could, just with one piece of land, with one little square of land like that, create a whole city based off of just this one little piece of land completely in the sky. I think that looks so cool, like super futuristic. Look at that. That is so cool. And then I believe I can build up higher. I love these little archways that get created as well as you build. And then everything just changes. You can also see ladders that go all the way down into the water. It's such a cool game. I really love this game because it's super chill, it's super cozy. At the same time, I don't know, it's like playing Legos. It's fun and you can be creative and you don't have to have like a whole like strategy around it. There's no costs that you have to maintain. There's no infrastructure. There's not a lot of menuing that you have to do that a lot of the simulated building games are. I also think this is a really great game for younger people to play, like children who, maybe like to build. Maybe they're not ready for Minecraft yet. Maybe they just really like the building aspects of Minecraft, but not, again, the management of supplies and tools and that kind of thing. So this could be a really great game for that beginner builder that you know and you have in your life. I want to make like a suspended garden. I'm not sure if I can do that, but I'm going to try. Here it is. And so now, wait, I think I want it a little bit larger. Like a sky garden. Let's make a sky garden. I just love games like this because you can literally do whatever you want and just explore and create. There's not a whole lot of rules that you have to follow that say how a thing has to be. But I want to make like a suspended sky garden because I think that would bring me the most joy. The controls are pretty easy to get used to. Obviously, the angles, you can get a little lost in the angles, and I don't think that it gives you as much control as like maybe a mouse does. To go in this direction, I have to go all the way over with my joystick. It's not as simple as just mousing over, but I'd say that overall, the controls are pretty easy to get used to. This is exactly what I wanted. Look at, there's like a little garden gate. You can zoom with the L and the R2 buttons. L is undo your last move, basically, and R is to redo it. So that's how, maybe if you misplace something, you can quickly erase it without having to hit B. Just another option for you. I love my sky garden. That is so awesome. Zooming all the way out. Now what I kind of want to do is I kind of want to see what happens if I start just deleting all of this stuff and maybe just have this area here. I also love seeing how it changes and corrects itself or like reconnects itself to things. I really just want to have this suspended area. I think that can stay like that. I like that there's like multi-levels here. And then I'm just gonna get rid of this. So completely suspended above the ocean is so cool. One of the other things that I really like about the details here are the birds that show up. So the birds eventually will show up once you start building different buildings, and then they'll move as you start building on top. But the birds are a nice touch. Sound effects are really good too. There's some ambient sounds and some really good sound effects as you're placing items and building. I also really like to make little towers on the corners. I think that those are a really nice touch and look really cool. I'm just gonna put some towers in because why not? We can. Look at my floating sky kingdom. I love this. I love this so much. I think that this is really great. The game is really affordable. I think it's under $10, and I would say that it's definitely well worth $10 for sure. It's really endless, the things that you can do. I'm really curious, how far can I build? Okay, that looks like that's the end of the map there. So that's pretty far. Okay, so that's as far as that goes. Seems like a circular map as well. Just trying to take it to the limits here. Okay, so this looks like the furthest that I can go. So pretty big, and you can build up as well. I made all these little islands now. If you're looking for something to distract you during the day, something that's low key that you don't have to dedicate a whole ton of time to, that you can play over and over and over again, 10 out of 10 recommend Townscaper. I think that if you check it out, you'll have a lot of fun. It's well worth the investment. If you're a parent, I think that giving this to your kids to play is a really good option for gameplay. They can just build, build, build. Check out Townscaper. Let me know what you think. If you download it, let me know what you think of it. If you want to tag me on any of your pictures, please do so on my Instagram. I would love to see what you build. Thank you so much for joining me on this quick little cozy game update, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.